back live for the
All right, we just need to
12 o'clock
find
event.
Yeah, so we need to find my phone.
because you were unconnected after your call. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just connected you.
Can you
back.
show me that again? What it displays?
So it's ussailing.org.
Yep.
I gotta call Alan.
Yeah.
See if he's got
I
Yeah.
just want to see what it shows.
scores.
It shows the Regatta Network.
That's good.
I'm going to shut off in 2 seconds too.
That's good.
Can we scroll down so I can look at the scores?
Oh, sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3. Oh, 6, 5, 7. So
So this looks right to you.
Cool.
So I'm going to tweet this out.
I'm showing good screen status right now.
Oh, first I have to do it.
Hello. Live from Marblehead. We're just now on the new broadcast, and we're at a 480, not a 720, and we're showing a lot more power. Charlie, what's your phone number? Because we're going to give you a different phone number. Oh, you can see this phone, right? This is Charlie's phone. They're using mine as a hotspot to upload results. Good. Thank you, Alan. Great, thanks. It's broadcasting now, see, but you know, he's just going to go like.
This is almost
Alright,
on
so
the
Craig,
line.
there's
It's
something
nothing
wrong.
patchy up
Okay.
here.
Because she needs to somehow convert that
Okay,
to
Brandon,
a
you
US
were on
sailing
the
URL.
noon
So what happens,
broadcast.
I can't share it. It
The
says
breeze
it's
has come back
because
in.
he's got it behind the,
We're showing
you know, it's in Regatta Network. It's
4.8.
an administrative thing. Oh wait, just do it.
170 degrees.
I thought that it was telling me I can't do it.
I gotta call that back in. Signal firewood, I've got 4.5 at 160 average.
So we were at 800. Then you need a building.
When you have scores up, Cheryl, I'd love to broadcast them.
How's that kind of stuff
am.
work? Can you like, can you make deals with neighbors? What do people do?
I think members will allow us to put antennas on their house as long as we're only using it for sending scores and stuff. Your usage is very small. We're discussing right now putting
So
the Nauticloud in people's houses. While
What
we're pulling
information do you
scores
want,
for
Toby?
Just wanted to get an update on the scores and who's leading. So you've got that.
I
and
do.
The first scores that Dave put in.
So in the gold round, it's low points, right? No, high.
High points, high
So
points.
in the gold round, Do Less is in first with 9 points. Kirkwood Ticklers and Team Shred are tied with 8 points. Nope. And ladies and gentlemen, all three have 8 points.
Points actually might not be right.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to the scoring in a minute.
Because wins should be 2. That's right.
One of the things that we need to look at now.
So that's why we're going Network's question.
You know, it's more set up.
For this broadcast, we should lower the bandwidth to 480. We've been trying at 720, but the house up
Alright,
there
so here we are.
has some trees between us.
Where do you want to go?
So, just discussing what it costs to put this up. You guys, we're going to roll here for
Oh, yeah.
or so. The cost for setting this up
Like I
is
asked you to control
It's annoying when someone's telling you what to do.
No, I know. Well, I don't mind, but I know that you are as much in control.
cover the entire area. That's what we're discussing now. We thought one house would do this for a very restricted race course, but we left that race course. We left that race course yesterday and today. So, in search of wind. Well, we have lots of houses on the beach that have a direct beam to us, and we're discussing.
Okay, Spencer, we want you now to go to the dock and do a comparison which racing area would be better.
Houses around
You can go
the
faster
same
now.
area that have a direct beam. So if the club were able to get 4 or 5 houses to agree to allow us to use to put an antenna on their roof, the antennas are $150 a piece, we'd set each of them up. And that way we would have nearly continuous coverage. that's what we're discussing out here. We're still in a wind delay. It's about noon. And so our systems admin, top engineer, is setting the barbecue up. Because on the Good Yacht Firewood, we eat well. And we score well. No, we score races well. Okay, we're in trouble already. You're looking for the fittings which are in the galley, which is the galley on this boat is a clear box.
Got it. I've seen the galley.
Oh, I forgot the spatula. I'll have to go with 2 forks. So we're discussing the dangle poles, which hold the jib out like a whisker pole, and we're seeing some of the more innovative boats right now hold tube by using the dangle pole to keep the jib to weather. It's literally stop the boats. Each of me hold the jib out to weather, and we have very casual people in the boats.
Hello.
Slide ahead.
Hi, Ken. It's Greg Wilkinson calling from
We
Easy.
have the wind reading from the transfer mode between 1.8 and 6.1 knots.
Yep, it's a little tough to hear you, but
200.
I'm calling because I'm trying to make one of our rounds have wins count as 2
Copy, thank you
points
very much.
apiece, and I can't see how to do it.
Where do I find that?
Bottom.
Is it down there, Bill?
Bottom. Right there.
Top one?
Got any in it? Yeah, that's right.
Transfer mode.
Okay, so you manually do it every time. Okay, thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, bye.
Above the finish line,
have the
to
signature.
skyward of the finish line.
Yeah, come on. So, just on the winners. There is the score. Penalty points adjustment. So the winner gets 1, I think. It's on that side.
Well, except you don't have an option to unscore.
Click on the winner. Always click on the winners.
Susie, we have a constant 4 to 4.5 at 190.
Yep.
But it just scored Ticklers as having another loss.
Here, let me help with that.
2.5 at 190. Copy.
They have an ice. It's not fully in yet. Scored it. Yeah. It's got Yeah, it's now going to be ladies and gentlemen. That's good. Give them their 120.
Yeah, they did. They were the first, according to the roster.
There's a sparker thing that seems like
That was race 163.
Still good stream.
That's what I have on the roster.
They raced twice.
Yeah. And there is 2 less.
So this. Let's go keep it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2.
Assuming my position.
So you want me to do that every time?
Have to every time. Both.
So
both
before you
gold
click
and
winner,
silver.
you have to go down to the bottom.
On the winners column.
On the winners column, and just add a 1, change it to a 1. You can do that.
So the Ticklers raced against Shred.
They did. They were the first race. And then they were the last race before we gone into cold mode.
What was the score against Shred?
The score at Shred 1, it was a 125.
You just saw me light the grill. That's why you came over.
We came over. We're gonna get some Wi-Fi. We came over with Wi-Fi and
There's no porn while team racing, okay?
then the SIs.
Hey, you want me to put my yoga pants on?
Nobody wants that, Toby. Nobody.
Okay, so will you do the silver races? I think I did already. I've only been 2 silver races.
Right.
Can I get a silver, so add that.
I just got this on my charge. 1150.
So that should be it.
Spencer, this is Susie Quebec.
So this is done and good.
Well, I just want to think ahead.
Hey Susie, so I am 50 or 100 yards full.
So this type of stuff, you can talk people into putting it on their roof.
3 to 6 here, a little bit patchy.
Yeah, it really goes club by club. I mean,
Okay, how far are we into your 15 minutes?
the reason I built this is so
Probably 5 minutes into it. What's this like down there now?
It really hasn't changed.
off the dock.
It's here where we are, where you left us.
Okay.
And I made it totally watertight, so I held water with it, drag behind the boat for half a day. I'm still good at that. Built,
Spencer, it almost looks like if you went out and looked at his receipt.
they would come to a harbor like this and they want to
No signal. Take a look at the boats coming out of Salem Harbor right now.
a lot of latency involved.
I'm watching that. People sailing behind us.
Doesn't that work fine? And then get
Spencer, could you go over towards each point and see if there's more breeze there?
Greg, let me
Will
see
do.
if this is right. I think it does. Every 2, but does that have a love 2s and 0s? Alright, now let's go see how it is. Well, let's go to US Sailing and see how it is there.
We're just about to put the dogs on. You got a problem with that?
Well, yeah, look.
We won't tell you what else is in the cooler. You were around when my dad was out here going racing. And when they...
Alright, this look right now? Where you at? Does this look right now? This is what's showing on US Sailing.
Fresh. It says switch. It says on. It says off. If you turn off, everything works.
Yeah, I told you.
I just want you to know that.
You also, but John, you also have to plug it in. So I was really right about both.
I'm just reinforcing.
Yeah,
Greg, can you just make the correct?
that's amazing.
Well, it made my morning, I'll tell you that.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Just,
And what does it take to tighten it?
Alright, so do you want to go back and check the
We have
spreadsheet? Is that what you
15
want to do?
screwdrivers on the water? Then
Yep.
163.
Right, but my point is,
Blue and 125.
let's get 15 screwdrivers on the water and go check it out. I got them.
You have 50 screwdrivers?
165.
Not everything.
Black and
I'm looking
125.
at 6.79.
166. Yellow
I'm on my
and
first rodeo.
125.
Correct.
167. Blue and
Yesterday, I think we ought to go down
I
there.
mean, when you
168.
rebuild wooden boats, you keep lots of
Green
tools on
and a
board.
126.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You hand me a rotation.
Look at my
I'll check the
electrical
routing
kit
networks
and
for us
my
too.
regular kit.
You have 50 people.
I've got the rotation.
Burke is nodding his head.
We can see 17 for dinner.
Here's what's showing. Oh, you want to look up Regatta Network?
You're right there.
Oh, here. Oh, this is US Sailing.
That's all the same.
Alright.
Kirkwood Ticklers
I mean, picking up boys, do you have
lost to Team Shred.
pick up your stars, Mark?
Okay.
Is that correct?
Well, it doesn't show here.
Kirkwood Ticklers lost to Team 3.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
The one with the brackets.
Ah, okay.
Code.
Got it.
180 to answer your question, Susie. 7.79.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Greg,
beat do less.
We'll have to talk about GTO.
Cookies today.
They're coming.
Ladies and gentlemen should have 2 points versus do less.
Yes, got it.
RI Pistol should have 2 points versus the wall.
Correct.
The Homewrecker should have 2 points versus Eastern.
Correct.
Pox should have 2 points versus Hood Rat.
Correct.
to-do list should have 2 points versus Kirkwood.
Correct.
So we're gonna do those double checks on both every time because it's easy to do.
All right, Toby, I
learned
disconnected you.
You're fine.
That's okay.
So you know how it's easy to get one to enter one backwards, both into the
Yes.
spreadsheet
Yep.
and into Regatta Network, because they both ask for the winner and the winning combos. Right?
No,
Yep.
I'm leaving it on for you. Just
I thought you said you were afraid it was going to drain the battery.
Sally's bringing the chargers.
So both programs ask you for the winner and the winning combo. Right?
Yes.
So when we made our college sailing team race scoring program, we told the developer that that's how we wanted it.
Yeah.
And he argued with us, like practically fist fights, telling us we're not going to do it that way. We are going to tell the program the order of finishes by sale number, and the program's going to tell you who won. And we were like really stubborn about it. So was he. He won out. When you score with that, you can't make mistakes.
Of course not.
I never thought of it that way, but I discovered it this weekend because, man, like the first day, it was like I
Well, and even yesterday, at the end of the day,
every 40 races, I averaged 2 mistakes.
at the end of the day yesterday, I had to even ask you, like, who's that? Because they had it as orange and it wasn't even an
Yes.
orange boat or
Yes.
something. So, okay, good to know.
It's interesting stuff.
Yep.
Autumn doesn't think he can write a spreadsheet that would work that way, though.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't think he can.
Well, but if you're doing
It's
it
pretty
that way,
fancy.
why couldn't Regatta Management do it? If it's order of finish, Regatta Management should be able to take those finishes
They should
and
be.
translate
They should be
it.
able to. But you know, I can tell you why TechScore can do it and Regatta Network doesn't. TechScore, you run the whole regatta with TechScore. You write your rotation in it. You do everything in it, so it's got all the data.
I would still give Dave a call. I would ask him because, they took, nothing and built it into what they've got going now.
Yeah.
So, I would ask the question at least, Greg. Do you talk to him at all?
No.
Dave Curry? I'll call him for you if you want and ask him because they've been adaptive and they're cheap.
Are they inexpensive or cheap?
They're inexpensive compared to these other ones.
They raised their prices this year. They match everybody else.
Did they good? Well, that's good. You should.
$2 about.
So it's good breeze there. It sounds like we're moving.
Okay, is she hauling up?
Yeah. The issue is ETO.
Talk to Rick Myers.
Okay. And he's gonna deal with X-Men.
Talk to Rick Myers. And, actually, talk to Jim McCulley. Sorry, on ETO you talk to Jim McCulley. If the dock goes anywhere, you talk to Rick Myers. I'm not moving either thing. I will if I'm told to, though. Talk to Jim. Tell Jim, whatever. Tell him whatever you
You know
want.
what, Spencer, wait. If he needs someone to go with him, like to help with the anchor, I can go, because I'm not doing anything right now.
Yeah, I can go too. It's
Yeah,
just,
if he needs help, if somebody wants to drive, and the other person can, do whatever, I'm happy to go help. I can't drive it, though.
Jim just needs to make the decisions.
Okay. I mean, I can
Somebody-
drive it, I don't
Somebody
want
on the Eastern Council has to make a decision, and then I'll do it. Or I'll get fired.
I believe that ship has sailed.
Yeah, holy
So what was that?
Income is way overrated.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
What's overrated?
Income. Way overrated.
What's overrated?
Income. Money. Time of day, anybody?
Noon.
Hello, you're back on the noon broadcast. Looks like we're moving the race course. We get the dogs grilling. You're gonna just hear us while we move the boat. So, welcome back, but we're moving back towards the harbor.
So how often are we being recorded? I'll drive it as long as somebody tells me.
Do you want any help or are you good?
I could use another person.
How do I hit the
Dog for the road?
Sure. I got
Ketchup?
no ketchup.
Sure, you can, however you want. Ketchup, mustard. Dog, anybody?
dog?
Dog?
Thanks, Charlie.
What do you want on it, Rick?
Just a little ketchup would be great.
Here you go. What was the other order?
Greg, did you get your VHF?
No, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna come back.
I'm putting it forward just so it doesn't roll off.
You should come and Charlie.
I am. I'm coming.
I know, we're only so many hands.
Care of me, Rick. Listen, I help myself.
No, absolutely. I was just making sure that he wasn't going to leave yet. Thanks for the dogs, Dubs.
I'll be back.
Oh, let's shut it off.
Hey, shut up all the way to low and then off.
Yeah, but you gotta use two hands. Right hand to lift, push down, twist other way. Push down, push, keep turning, it'll pop up. There you go.
All the bread cheese in. What could be better than that, huh? Good for non-club.
The float now in option.
What's the question, Susie?
Give me an angle of the left hand, please.
I was wondering if we could use the float again. It says with freeze goes all the way to the float.
I could go up by the float to see the check the breeze there. It'll be 2 minutes.
Susie, we'll go down and check the breeze of the float now. Sorry, you turned the engine down. Say that again.
Susie, this is Spencer. We'll check the breeze at the float. It was significantly better down by Peaches Point, but we'll check it again.
We're moving back towards the harbor. You can come on the launch. At what time? We can come out for a bit. No, that might be tough. Just leave them in the laundry. They'll be fine. Put a bed in there. They'll be fine. Okay, bye. All right, we're anchor up. We're headed towards the new race course. It seems to be too bad the breeze is filling in here, but that's the call from the boss. Well done.
Yeah, that seems okay. 6 knots where I am right now. I'm 150 yards north of the float. It's a little past here, but the breeze is picking up here.
Yeah, you want to go.
Need another one?
I'll take a dog. Yes, please.
A grilled bun?
I don't need a grilled bun. I'll just take a regular bun. watching live, we're moving the boats about a mile and a half to a new race course area where there appears to be more wind. We'll be back with you when we get to the race course.
Get into both other things like that.
Your video star eating hot dogs on your own network.
Napkin.
Good. I'm gonna lick it off.
Drink.
No thanks, just had one. There's geese coming at us?
Yeah.
You know when you see geese in the sky, on one side of the V is much longer than the other?
Yeah.
You know why that is?
Is that the upwind side?
No, the reason that one side's longer than the other is because there's more geese in it. God's honest truth.
No shit. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I don't think any of these sailors have ever heard anybody swear. But to swear about a joke that was that bad.
So are we gonna need the marker buoy, the tag buoy?
I'm thinking probably yes. And it paid off yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Probably could have gotten that line off with a little more catch on my part.
Now, you see where the start boat's set up? We can be down where the two boat is. Breeze is here, is gonna go there. So we can be down in that range, or we can be up here. Which way do you think the antenna's gonna be better?
Wherever we have better visibility on it. But I don't see it here, so it's behind trees right now. And I know that yesterday we were in that nearby position. I could see the antenna, and that was great. Of course, it's not the sweet spot of the antenna, but
So you want to try down by the Nun?
yeah. Let's see what we can get for give you a signal reading.
Oh, I'm coming over the top of you. And I'm not gonna stop. Carrie, did you want a dog? We gotta fire it up again, just a minute. No, I mean like a hot dog off the grill. She wanted a Labrador.
You're not making those anymore? Is that what I heard Sally say?
Not this week. Oh, I can see that antenna beautifully. Okay, so we're spinning into position right under the race course. We're going to be dropping anchor here as soon as they get marks 1, 2, and 3 in, and then we drop just below mark 3. Again, we'll be shooting into the sun a bit, but that happens.
keep the hot dog buns out of the sun. It's important.
We're showing 6 knots of breeze in here. We do have some wake.
Susie, are you planning to use the dock as the transfer station? We'll drop all these guys off.
Kelly, were you telling me?
Yeah, do you want to use the dock as the transfer station?
Four two.
Steamboat, are you ready to drop? I think you need to go, your distance looks about right, you need to go forward a bit.
Signal, this is R34, the float is in play. It's right about where the finish line should be.
I thought I'd given it enough room. Okay.
And it's way tight. I'm sorry to tell you that.
That's alright. I made a bad guess.
Okay. Just like move to your left 80 yards and it'll be okay.
All right, so we're too close to the transfer dock, and we've got to move offshore a little bit. We're moving out a bit.
John, we actually think that the float would not be in play. If you look at the breeze,
This is top of the Mog signal. We're in agreement with your assessment. We're right up here right now in the no wake zone.
There's some discussion as to how close to the floating dock where the kids change we need to be, or the signal boat is.
Johnny, thanks very much. Appreciate all your work.
Don, we think we're okay.
We have a short, very short. I mean,
Hello?
we are in position and it's 170 yards from us to the edge of the float.
I think you can move back some.
You could call the launch to pick you up at the Boston, or walk down. Just ask Kenny if he could ever ride over. Keys are in the Suburban. It is parked in front of
Your part
the
3 is too high.
tennis
We'll
courts.
make it work.
Thank you.
Okay, ETO sailing director. I don't remember which mooring
Okay.
ETO was
Talk to you
on
soon.
before. You talked with Mike Smith on 9. He'll tell you it's one of these blue balls right out here.
Greg, I'm going with the show where it is.
Roger, Jay. Thank you.
John, I have wind at 190. Is that what you've got? Now, the way the signal boat is sitting is very skewed with breeze.
Putting a little power on. shifting a little bit. There's some discussion as to what the angle is. They've just set the weather mark.
And I think you need to go forward a little bit. I think the distance is
They're setting the start mark right now.
Chris Noble, are you hearing me?
Here, yes.
No, I think the distance is good. I think you need to go forward a little bit.
We're just waiting for them to say it's permanent. All right, we're getting closer to having the mark set. Looking like we're at the bottom of the course here. Obviously, you're not looking up the course yet. I have our cameraman's on the bow waiting to set our anchor so that we can bring you these great pictures. The scores and all the other people who have been on board are off right now while they move other boats into anchoring positions, and we'll be back shortly. We even had to shut the barbecue down for a while, but never fear, we'll have more barbecue going pretty soon.
Mark 1, now that we're setting everything, can you check your Mark 1?
All right, yeah.
What do you think?
We're moving left a little bit.
Great.
Got it, we are anchor up. We have 17 is our breeze, 175 at 9.7 knots.
Thank you, Toby.
Guys, I'm backing. Those are the cold ones, already cooked. The competitors are sailing by, wondering when we're going to have the barbecue going. It just really gets them upset when they sail by the back of the boat and smell the burgers and things cooking. But you know what? You gotta have a happy camera crew.
Okay, we may have to move 2 and 3 a little bit to the left. We'll go over to 4 and take a peek at 4.
I think Mark 2 definitely has to go to the left.
Okay, all right. We're going to go over to 4 and talk finishing the position.
Excellent, thank you.
Do you like where 3 is now?
Wait, Toby, because I'm not sure they're trying to get this whole thing in.
Mark 2, I think we're going to move 2 and 3 both towards the signal post. Copy. Signal, this is sailing director. If there's anything I can do to help things get started, please let me know.
Yes, if they're gonna, can you help get, finish boat into position and set these?
Yes, but I'm 100% confident that they can be set before the 8-minute race gets to them.
I get that. Need to get 3 and 4 into position and 2.
Okay, finish boat. I would recommend going to the other end of the float. If you just kind of line
Your
up
wife.
the other end of the float with number 4, I think
Hello?
you'll be ducky. jacking up. The starboard side, looking upwind, the starboard end of the slope.
Tell me when we're straight up the breeze.
It's gonna go a long way. Couple boat lengths.
Want me to move 3 with 2?
Anywhere in there looks good. Right there.
No, we're not ready to set yet.
Flash.
We've been asked to hold off.
You talking to 2, John?
I'm talking to finish. I'm talking to finish. Finish splash there.
So you feel comfortable? Just put it back in the water so we can adjust 3.
2's in.
Okay, Carrie, adjust 3 if you're comfortable with it.
Back up, 2's getting. Your course is ready. Okay, I concur. Light her up. Feel free to overdo it on scope. Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, I brought it a little bit towards you, not too much on 3. All right, we are ready to go. Stand by.
Drop.
Just let you know they're in sequence.
Signal, can you tell us what race we're on?
172.
Roger that.
Orange and green, the race has stopped.
Signal, finish line is set.
We haven't set up on this yet. I think we're like, our parents got us.
Yeah.
Finish boat, we're gonna go to Mark 1.
Boy, the line looks really funny.
Is this your white Malta?
Yeah, it's my anchor. That's the whole point, is if we get stuck on a trawl, you can come get it, get us out of here fast. I've been around this rodeo before, Rick. All right, I guess we're back in business here. We've charged the batteries for a while. We're in battery 1. I'm gonna pass you the camera out the forward hatch.
Okay. Probably take the chart plotter off.
Yeah, just not instruments, just radar and sonar.
Look your battery.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not scanner on, is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's just power on.
Right.
So if you hop up, I'll pass this to you.
All ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Cameraman, if you want to take that Burgee down, you may. That way you won't have to stand. I'll come get it for you.
No, I'll get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, house, whereas the about a 20-degree shift to the right.
I got orange and red, but no audio.
Anything now? No.
Let me try off on.
Okay, anything now? Man, why do we keep losing audio here? Let me check my connections. Try moving the audio out into.
We'll have to stop. Shit.
Excuse me?
We'll have to stop.
Okay, turn the. All right, folks, we lost our audio. We're in the 12th race of the day, ladies and gentlemen, versus Hood Rat. Once they get boats on the course. Hey guys, could you give us a clear view, please? So we can get the video uplink? Thank you very much. So after they come around the mark, it appears that Ladies and Gentlemen still has a 2-3-4. And with 9 on top of 10, it looks like they're going in for to push them right off the edge of the course. We had a foul on Ladies and Gentlemen. You might have seen the last boat for green do some circles there.
We've lowered our resolution to try to get you a higher quality signal, so we don't know if you can see the numbers as well as we can. Ladies and gentlemen, with what looks like a first place for ladies and gentlemen on the far left side of the course, which you might not be able to see the finish line. Sixth place. Still stalling. To finish Clam Jammers clearly taking a 1. Clam Jammers taking a 1-2. Pistols in a 3-4-5, but maybe no room. Maybe in a 3-4-6. Clam Jammers with the 1. Lots of hollering. Umpires with flags in their hands, but no activity yet. Okay, no, there was a call of no foul. Can't see. Well, that was interesting. Pistols got away with the number 1 boat, who appears to be coming back. I think they've rounded the mark. Two, 3, 4. College of Charleston in Charleston. As they come into this mark, it is College of Charleston. But they've got a 1.56, which isn't very good for them. Eastern in a commanding 2-3-4. Let's see if they can hold it down to the College one spot with the Eastern's other 2 boat heading far right, now all coming back. Eastern now with a 1-2. College of Charleston's Jake Reynolds has gone from first are the Hawks, Peacocks, and Do Less. Nobody's around the mark yet. There's the first boat. The first two boats are blue. That will be Do Less. Quite a bit of wake here at the entrance to the harbor, and you'll see quite a bit. Most of the noise from sails you hear is for the start that's just off our port side. As Hawks, Peacocks, and Do Less head to the second mark, coming downwind. Cheryl, when this group starts, can you find out what start number that was? The orange and green. Thank you. Ask her which one that was, please. Or which one they're starting now. I got it. Okay, so we're watching Hawks, Peacocks, and Do Less. Do Less had a 1-2, 1-2-6. And it looks like they're just going for boat speed. Not getting caught up with the others. Throwing a covering tack onto port. And they'll just let their last boat see if they can fight through. This leg's a boat speed contest. We'll see if the blue boat crosses the red. It does easily. And so this is going to be a 1-2 finish for Do Less. No team racing on this leg for that race. Okay, approaching Mark II is for a play 1. positioning a lot of folks today to still with a 1-2. Back to the race. Going upwind in pink and black, heading towards the first mark. Actually, they've just rounded the first mark, headed towards mark 2. In pink and black are the clam jammers and the home wreckers. Clam jammers are in pink, home wreckers in black. Clam jammers slowing down to see if we can't spring somebody through here. Seems to be working. Clam jammers rounding the mark in a 1-2. Hard to tell though, they might be up high. Thank you. Coming downwind on top of the home wreckers. Having to do. Maybe not. Maybe they are just leg since and may be able to .15 had no room. The jammers having they're 720. And clam jammers seriously in a 5. It's got boats 1, 2, 4. Eastern with a 3, 5, 6. But approach, trying to get their jib winged out. Now wind. They're pointed right at the mark. The wall still appears to be in a solid 1-2, maybe a 1-2-5 right now for a play 1. Boats really accelerate when they jibe them around as the breeze is up. Breeze is probably up to about 8. "12-second margin from the first. The wall in a 1-2-5 right now. I can't see any potential for a change in these at this time. A lot of hand signaling from the wall. One wall guy driving down to get into a stronger covering position so that he doesn't blanket his teammate. All right, Charlie, let's go do a start here. This race is over. We do have Hood Rat and Team Shred up on the boat. We're looking at a start now between Ladies and Gentlemen in green and Hawks Peacocks in orange. With 30 seconds to go, there had been a whole lot of activity early on. These boats really accelerate when they put them on the breeze. Interesting to note how close the judges are in there. Most of the activity was between 3 minutes and a minute and a half, and then it settled down as they approached the line and worked on getting their starting position. Would have to say on that start that Hawks Peacocks were in control. Cheryl, what was that transmission? Got a day? What's the time of day? 1 o'clock. What time do we start our next program?
Next stream is at 2, and I gotta redefine that.
Okay. This stream that you're on right now, for those of you who are watching, will end about 10 minutes of 2, and then start up again at 2 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so as they round the leeward mark here, it's Hawks Peacocks in 1, but Ladies and Gentlemen with the 2, 3, 4. Play 2. We're not seeing the activity we saw this morning at this leeward mark. A lot more hollering when the breeze was lighter. Ladies and Gentlemen still with a play 2. Somebody throwing a protest but gotten a green flag from the umpires. They all seem to be working the right-hand side of the course going up the last beat. We haven't seen people really sprint off to the left side of the course. Ladies and gentlemen, still protecting their 2, 3, 4. Doesn't seem to be much that Hawks Peacocks can do to break through right now. There's good breeze, it's steady all over the course, and they were just too far behind. Boat should have finished, didn't. Here. Maybe these are just transiting boats. They are. Marks. Before. College of Charleston around the weather mark over the Rhode Island Pistols. College of Charleston separating a little bit with their 2-3 boats, making sure they don't get into each other's air. It takes a small army of power boats to run a regatta like this. There are 9 umpire boats, a finish boat. There's even a boat just for the kids to use the head. Plus we have a video boat and 2 what they call switch boats that upwind. We have a bosun boat for when the boats break down. So it's a lot of power boats out here. Still have the advantage of a 1, 2, 3. Straight downwind with these new light Zim. There's no question the boats are fast, straight downwind. When the breeze got above 7 or 8 knots. College of Charleston's Nick Johnstone rounding in first. He's got to have 30 seconds on his teammates who are in second and third. Nick's only looking backwards to see how he can help. As they round up and go. degrees left. Good news. I want to give a shout out to our friends at Sailing Anarchy who've been very helpful in helping us with this first ever Wi-Fi broadcast of TV or of television signal from the water. We're not using any television signals here at all. It's 100% Wi-Fi provided by Nauticloud. Onboard Wi-Fi, only better. The two channels to the Nauticloud, one for off. Our camera, which is just a Sony Handycam, hooked up to a box that comes from VidiU. The VidiU box is wireless to the Nauticloud onboard network, and then the Nauticloud transfers to the onboard network and is beaming up to a house that just has broadband signal. We know the signal hasn't been great through the morning. We've been playing resolutions. It changes a bit depending on where on the shore our antenna is. Right now we have an absolutely clear shot at our antenna even though it's not pointed at us. So we're going to change cameraman here.
Wait a minute, I need a lesson on how to use the camera, so I don't even know.
So the camera will be a little bit stable. Yeah, Sal, you got to look at the piece. We have no gyros, no supports, no nothing for this camera. So
everything you see in the viewfinder is what is streaming up. Let me redefine that next thing. Can I bring anybody anything?
I'm good. Cheryl brought more cookies aboard if you're interested in one. I'm good for now.
This will get your arms tired in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's why you can put your right arm right up under your...
Yeah, I can't do this for long.
So bring the camera lower, Sally, till your arms get comfortable. Okay, we're getting signals from the start boat that looks like the next start's going to be coming up between the yellow Eastern Yacht Club and purple clam jammers. 3 minutes.
How do I turn off the move?
How do you turn off what, Sally?
Camera so I can move.
You just hobble forward if you want to move. You don't turn the camera off, it ruins the flow. Camera's going to bounce here a bit as the camera moves about the boat. They don't have enough boats in the starting area to get started again, so they're just calling them all back. South-southwest breeze, our typical sea breeze for the middle of the summer. Lots of spectator boats coming out now. There's a Sunday frostbiting regatta going on 300 yards in front of us. You got to zoom very slowly, Sal, or pan very slowly. If you go too fast, the people at the other end will get seasick. This race is yellow Eastern Yacht. while they do the scoring. Okay, now we see the yellow and purple moving together. Eastern Yacht Club in yellow, Clam Jammers in purple boats. Got a pair of boats that are coming in higher the boats. We got 1 minute to the start. It all seemed very early to me, but what do I know? "30 seconds. It's 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the start. Foul called on 21. I don't know what it was for. It's a yellow boat for the Eastern Yacht Club. We'll have to get up and do a 720 as soon as they can clear the other boats. You see them starting their 720 now. Must have been a kinetics call. Not quite sure. But as we've seen so much in the past hour and a half, the first guys to the weather mark generally control this race. As the breeze comes on, they're moving a little farther aft in the boats. Interesting to note that half a mile to our port, there's no wind at all, but right here under the lighthouse in Marblehead, we've got a nice 4 to 6 knot breeze. So the eastern boat that had to take the foul is pretty far behind. They're a good 25-30 seconds behind the fleet. But the fleet is working so hard up top is that they're not going so fast. They're tacking so much and doing so much positional work. Clam Jammers with a 135. Foul. Somebody requested a protest, but it was greened off. Slowing down. For 3 onto the first one around is a Clam Jammer. Got one eastern boat bluffing atop another one. All right, Sal, when you switch races, you got to tell me because I don't know what I'm commentating on. The race that just went off, a blue and red, was Team Shred in blue and Do Less in, I'm sorry. Yeah, we won't be able to see much of the do less and team shred, so why don't you pan up, watch these guys come downwind. 4. Remember that? Eastern did a nice job of controlling boat 23. Around the corner. Looking for using right now a little bit. Eastern doing a nice job of holding on to their play 2 position in a 2-3-4. Here they come to the mark. Clam jammers in 1. Eastern in a 2-3-4, also known as a play 2. Because if the breeze drops on them, they pull a fast maneuver and hit one of these waves, these boats stop. As you can see, number 19 just. Upwind battle that we've seen from Mark 4 quite a while. Most of them just boat speed tests. With Eastern trying to consolidate on their 2-3-4. One must have fouled because they did a 720, or I'm sorry, a 360. Conceded their own foul. Giving up a place. Clam jammers snuck one through there. Eastern boat. Going to start to lose our view as Team Shred and Red and Do Less come down the fleet. Let's swap to this mark rounding, Sally. With Team Shred throwing a trap on boat 5. And they allow 5th to 1st on that mark. No. We'll throw feet of scope. Sal, can behind her. Race committee's asked us as the video boat. We've got some activity on the bow here. And we're getting a lot of wake. Eastern won that. running. Let's hold that on the scope. We added 50 feet of scope. So in this blue-red race, in blue, the fleet is split. Duless appears to have going right now. Team Shred clearly in the back on the left side. They've got two boats deep left behind this 114. You see that's not part of the race. Duless has a boat that's 5. Duless with a 1-2, and therefore that race is over. Down the course now. I'm sorry, green-orange. In greens, Kirkwood versus Hood Rat in orange. I got to jump off the roof. Antenna. Sorry for any noise in the microphones as I move my position on the boat. Kirkwood ticklers in green, Hood Rat in orange. Hood Rat apparently with a 146. Breeze is going really light. Somebody's getting a lot of texts. It's fine, you can leave it on. So Hood Rat heads for the mark at first. This is the first we've seen the competitors need to make sure they snap through. However, they get driven over by Kirkwood, who's got more breeze. Breeze is coming on. Kirkwood didn't drive over him. You hear him yelling, "I'm really down speed, I'm really down speed." They're not down speed, they stopped. We got Hood Rat with a 1-2. Thomas Barrows coming around underneath the boat that said he was down speed. Just blew right under him to leeward. Hood Rat now with a 1-2, trying to accelerate. This leg has really been shortened as the wind calms down. This leg's only 12-15 boat lengths. First boat for Hood Rat just went straight up to the finish. Well, he tacked at the mark, but that is a very, very short leg as they compress the course. And they're almost fetching. They are fetching the finish. Very short tack, and it's a fetch. I'm sure the breeze will come right a little bit here. But one man's fetch is another man's reason to tack and cover. Comes the breeze back. Breeze got a little bit right. That lefty only lasted for 30 to 40 seconds. I'm sorry, it's Hawks Peacocks in orange. No, I stand corrected again. It is Hood Rat. I'm getting mixed up on my chart here. However, the Hood Rats continue with a strong 1-2-5 or a play 1. Really gone light down here. Watching these lefties last about 40 seconds with a righty lasts about 2 minutes. All right, we're switching cameraman again. Thank you, Sally, for running that. And Hood Rat takes a 1-2, looks like a 1-2-5. 8 races left to finish this round robin before we go into the finals. Underway now is the Rhode Island Pistols in pink versus Home Wreckers in black. Actually, they haven't started yet. They're in their starting sequence, I believe. Wasn't really paying attention here. Breeze is really light. 100 yards behind us, there's no wind at all. A mile behind us, above our course,
Really can't have advertising out here.
What's the advertising?
The sign.
excuse me, we're not an official boat.
I know, but it's US 7 Championship. Our sponsors pay a lot of money for the advertising.
They can pay me to be on my boat, sir. I'm anchored in Marblehead waters. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll talk about it on the dock. Thanks. So we have a wait for the next race to come in. Guess we're not in sequence at this point in time. It's been fascinating to watch. In any other boat but the Zim 15, we would not be racing right now. These boats with the boats were delivered on Wednesday, sailed for the first time ever on Thursday, and everybody seems really happy with them. Broadcast. Okay, we're going to take a break here. If you're watching online, it's a good time to switch over to the 2 set our broadcast. We'll talk to you soon. Nice job, Sal. After a minute.
Nice job yourself.
You haven't seen the film.
No, I can tell by how the camera's sitting there and how you get it. After.
I think the monopod would help because you're holding it up.
Right.
You're simply trying to figure out the zooming. And plus, this glorious glass.
I'm just worried I'm beyond where the launch will come get. So here's the car was dead.
Not about that. I'm working with Liz on something else.
Monkey around. Is there?
This is coming. I'm not.
Okay.
What other?
Okay. Well, you're on it. I'm scoring. You just.
It's called Peter McManus.
Oh, what?
Maybe Peter McManus will bring you in. I don't see him though. That's the issue. Oh,
I mean, do you think there are any friends you could try that might not be on the water? I don't know. Or how about if you went into Boston, turn it up with that.
Okay. What was our next move?
Our next move is to just check the results. You wanted to just eyeball the results on
Oh, and they're good.
U.S. sailing.
You tell me.
All right, well, you're gonna have to wait for me. I mean,
That's great to me.
They're adding up. 2 + 2 = 4 now. All of a sudden.
Well, they were in the when you do the individual, but now don't the points are not always going to be even now because they're adding to points from
Oh, yeah,
before,
why?
right?
Okay, it's
So,
just such a
scroll
gorgeous
down.
day, and I don't know how many people.
when we get a boat right in, we'll call him.
Yeah? Oh, okay, all right, that would be so much easier for me. Okay, I've been stressing this out. Okay, thanks, Peter. He's gonna go into Boston with his friends and go watch the football that night.
Sevens. That's
Great.
good.
Otherwise, I'm leaving right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect.
Where we are. Let's see. How about shred? Do they have 9 before? No. Do they have 7 before? Okay, so let's say 4. Okay.
What a nice boat.
181.
Lucky me.
181. Well, let's see what you do have.
Charlie, are you broadcasting yet?
Okay, ready?
I can't hear him.
Yep. Yellow. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so welcome back to
Doing that.
the Hinman Finals. We have approximately 8 races to go to finish the 3rd phase before we go to the finals. We're waiting for breeze at this point in time. Racing's on hold. Looks like the sea breeze is going to fill in a little bit more again. Took a short hiatus. We have race committee boats all over the course looking for wind, or all over the immediate area looking for breeze.
Yep. That's all I got.
We're going to be having scores for you pretty soon.
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Oh, you are? Oh, great. That would be wonderful. The prescription is sitting on my kitchen counter. It's
You know when you
still in the
see
bag
V's
from
flying in a
Village
V?
Pharmacy. And I will
You know how
have,
one side of the V is always longer than the other?
Duffy call
Did you hear me
you.
say this earlier? Because it's
why
got more
that is?
geese in it. So second bad joke, second time it's gone out over our broadcast today.
My favorite.
That's just the best. Especially when you pull it on a Sunday morning, very hungover people.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's
if you don't
great.
mind. Yeah. You know what? They know. I told them that you might do that because I was asked to go do this. So I said, if by any chance the black
Live video.
So just walk in my front door and right on my head. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna call Duffy right. What time are you going up?
Look at how we're just rotating around that anchor.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I will call him right now. Thank you so much, Patricia.
So we have 4.9 degrees right spot. For it. It's at 120. Race committees see it. They're just to weather of us. But it doesn't extend more than 300 yards.
Last race at about 155. Less than 5 and enough.
Hi, Duff. It's your mother. How are you? well. I'm on the
The
water.
Beverly Coast all the way up to Baker's Island has been on a northeasterly breeze for the last hour.
Colin, she's going to bring your prescription up. So she really is. So you can either coordinate with her or get it from Colin, whatever is easiest for you to do. All right? You're very welcome. I asked her if by any slim chance she was going, and she said she was, and she just called me. So
We're waiting here for the team race nationals to get more breeze. We only need 8 more races before the finals. This has come in at about 60 degrees to the left of what we did for the last few races. And it's starting to fill. Not much in the harbor. The boats in the harbor, as a matter of fact, half are on the old breeze being affected by tide, and half are pointed into the new breeze. So this is just going to take a while to settle in. We're seeing on the flagpoles at both the Eastern Yacht Club and Corinthian Yacht Club the new breeze filling. So shouldn't be long now before we have breeze coming in. Just filled on both the Corinthian and Eastern Yacht Club flagpoles.
Can I get power?
Yes. Okay. Charlie, you think your computer's well charged?
That's connected to the phone.
That's fine. Here you go. Just slide that one out. So what we see is the breeze coming over Marblehead Neck, filling the flagpoles at the yacht clubs. It hasn't come quite around the lighthouse point yet. We anticipate that it will fill. However, as we look straight upwind to the committee boat, Charlie, you can see that the committee boat flags are filled in and are just south of east on the orange flag and the next start flag on the committee boat.
Minnesota, are you still on the bottom? Finish. Are you still anchored?
I'm not hearing you, Greg. You on the right channel?
Yeah.
I didn't get you at all.
82 Alpha?
Yeah.
Finish. Are you still at anchor?
Finish boat is still at anchor.
We have no idea where it will come from. We'll probably be quicker if you guys haul up the anchor. Even if you have to drop in the exact same spot.
I'll go tell him.
all we have is oh, he didn't need it.
There goes our new committee boat, making all that noise. We're probably in the most wind of any place right in here right now. Charlie, do you want a piece of foam to set that camera on? Okay. It just doesn't get any more exciting than holding a video camera and trying to keep it balanced when there's nothing to shoot. Charlie Van Duzen's been doing a great job all day. Relieved for by Sally. Help yourself and everything.
It wasn't you exactly.
Don't put that up there, put it in the chair. There's water in the cans. Help yourself. And the rest is seltzer. And if
about 100, couple knots.
Watch the lasers look like they're moving.
Get in touch with Colin.
Sort of, yeah.
Love you like crazy. Oh, I'll be in, I'm in Cincinnati tomorrow through Thursday, so.
Kids don't call them cake pops anymore.
Call them up. We're down at the place, but it feels like there's more breeze in here than there is
When I
up
come home
the
Thursday,
lasers flowing.
okay? No, I don't have time even if there was. I love you. Okay.
Wind direction we have is 110, 115.
Not much of a rush here, Cheryl.
Okay, thank you.
Why are the Doyle's not waving back to me?
Because they're rude. Jen Doyle's rude.
Hello?
They've been waving at you. You've been on the telephone.
They haven't been waving at me, I've been looking. Again, with the no waves. Alright.
Why are you snubbing us?
I know. What? No, I don't get a wave?
What's with the snub?
No wave from you, Jen Doyle? I don't even get a wave from you?
So we resorted
The
to
whole like this
heckling the
wasn't a
fleet.
clue?
for not coming by and saying hello while we wait for wind.
I know, it's nice, right? The official scorer. I have my own grill. Alright, did we get that last race? Hey, Walter. Guys, how are you? Did you get that last race?
Okay, we're starting to have enough breeze to have them move around.
We're going to pick up our laundry. This is top of the line.
This is a finished photo. I'm up to the bottom.
You ready, Cheryl?
I'm ready.
Is that on?
It's always on.
That's great. Race 181. Pink.
Yep.
126.
Charlie, we're gonna have to go anchor up here. Okay. So maybe Sal can sit up there and hold the camera while you pull the mark. Look how close we've come up on top of our mark. Tide must be going out again. Yeah, the tide's just changed. Yeah, we're streaming and the people can get to see Charlie sweating. So why don't you bring your camera back in the main part of the boat? Flag can stay. Yeah, we're getting into position. Everybody's pulling marks. So I'm going to ask you to bring your camera aft and we're going to roll a lot for a couple of minutes here. Just to sit still. I'm going to work on getting the boat powered up.
I'm on the dock.
Direction. Really weird.
Okay, do you want to just take a quick peek at this all?
Well, we kind of can't double check them without.
No, I just want you to look and see if they look right. I want
Is
you
there
to
adding
with your
up right?
guts here. Yeah, that's where we are. That's where
So that team with 13 shred over there at 7. That team, hold on, go up a little bit.
Oh, you want to go to this one?
Homewreckers winning silver.
We need to double check. We do. So
Yeah,
Shred.
we can do like, you know.
All right. Well, as soon as we get the,
Shred had 7 after the first one, so those are
here, I'll tell you what. Why don't, while we move the anchor, why don't you guys
I can get
just
some
give the
scores.
results? Okay, microphone's in the toilet.
Yeah, Roger. All right, so we're gonna try to give you preliminary scores here, updated through.
way.
All I need,
I come out on top either way.
all I need to do 80%, right?
Yes.
Are you ready? You got, okay. Sorry if we lost audio on you. We had to change batteries. I'm going to go in here and try to interview our starter.
So you must have Kirkwood meeting Woodruff.
I don't have any.
So we're coming to interview you live on web TV because we know that you're so good at scratching up reeds. Look, trying's not good enough. We need breeze here, Susie. Well, are we 80% through B? Okay, so the discussion is that under U.S. sailing rules versus collegiate rules, you only need to be 80% of the way through a round robin to make the round robin count. Hang on, I'm backing up so I get a little closer. Right, so if we're 80% of the way through gold, at least we could get to the championship if we got enough room win for 3 to 5 races for one team, which we will get. Right now we're at 4 knots. It's blazing. It's not blazing? Well, that's what maybe it's because we're.
That's when you're moving forward, right?
Well, maybe it's all the hot air coming off this boat, which is totally possible. And now, do you have the horns on the roof? Good, because I was going to all that LED all night with those horns working.
Once we're using our John Pats.
Got it. Well, with ours, we could put a mute in them like you do in a trumpet. If it's you need that extra voice. And how much time when we had good breeze were you running between starting sequences?
We could do 3 races with rolling starts, and then the 4th has to go to
So with a rolling start, which you do 3 of, how much time was between each race? A race would go off and that would be 3 minutes for the next fleet? Wow. Excellent. Well, thanks for the input. Oh, yeah. Yep. No, it's been fascinating to watch. Oh, I see the horn on the roof. You see it there behind the GPS antenna. Excellent. Thanks for the input.
Let me just make sure that I've added it. Well, it says it right on it.
It's very warm. Alright, so we're going to take a mosey by the competitor's dock while we wait for wind and see what half of the people who aren't in their boats are doing for excitement on a Sunday afternoon. Got to be approaching 90 degrees here. Well, 90 degrees in town with the heat that we have out here on the water. Water temperatures in the low 60s, cooling the air off right at water level.
Well, this will give everybody. Just the round robin scores.
First round robin. So the first round robin, they had 2. So it should be 6. Or 5.
I'm not noting a lot of studying going on out here.
Very few of them are actually in. I wouldn't say very few, but a lot of these guys are not.
Greg, how we doing?
Really great. I've got shade. You don't? Huh? No, I'm not allowed to coach at this regatta. I'll write you a note.
That's why you didn't respond to my email. Yes, that is why you didn't respond to your email.
I'll write you a note, hand it to the umpires, make sure they hand it to you, and then bye-bye you. And me.
Take it. Is there any update to the plan here?
Wait for wind.
Yeah, hot days tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah, need to get out.
All the dates on the beach are hot. It's like 90 degrees in there.
The laser sailor.
What do you say? Oh. Hey, Jim. We all having fun? Nice boat you got there.
Rich, if the breeze were coming in, what would happen if the boat's far away? They'd be moving.
Say again? Well, we're streaming live. So they're getting your better side right now. Why don't you call your wife and tell her to tune into YouTube and she can see you live right now.
I felt like it was going to be good. We're hiking for like a race and a half. Nah, like I boat on board, it looks like their sails are all full. I mean, they're barely moving.
It's also an ensign. Conleys are way out there with a very low aspect vane behind the powerboat. Two sailboats coming together.
That boat on board, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got wind, and he's actually moving better than he was a second ago.
Boats move very well at 1 to 2 knots.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
We wouldn't be nearly as far forward if we were sailing 420s right now. That extra 6 feet on the rig and that square top sail makes a huge difference.
Yeah, you know, I got up to 7 knots, but it took off. We had 7 knots for about 2 minutes on Friday. You can see the thing tipping in the air.
Have to start depowering the boats.
Sorry about the computer, Carol, but
Oh no, we're good. We're totally good. That was just I was looking for a plan B. We have not needed plan B, so we're good.
We're uploading through my cell phone.
We're using Toby's hotspot.
They've got,
it looked like a Russian spy ship here, you know, we haven't dropped the dive on it.
you like that? Right up to Seamus's house. What we got to do for next year is put a couple of them on house on the outside of the neck. For everything, just leave them there permanently. Problem with Seamus's house, we got trees. So we had to cut down. If you get the direct signal, we can get, using the Nautocloud, we can get, you know, a 760. Not a full 1080, but a 760. Right now we're at 480.
Help or anything? Let us know if you get stuck.
Good speed. Enough to get video out for the computers.
Okay, well, we're just gonna move up. I don't know, what do you think they're gonna put in the brig or what?
I have no idea what's happening. Looking for wind.
Okay.
Picture right there. What if you take the pin out of the water?
I've got the guy in rubber soul ready. You know, getting their flyers. You can take, what did you take last time? Anyway, you took 1 team, right?
Yeah, but with Rick out here, yeah.
We still need,
Yeah, the black boat's one of the boats.
yeah.
We got boats looking for breeze everywhere right now. Like, there's a boat up there even.
Hey, Francie. Hey, Nate. How are you?
Well, stuff works. The rules define the round as complete if you finish 80% of the races. We're 2 races away from that. So, but we got breeze coming. I mean, that boat that's like a barge right there, and it's going pretty well unless he's motoring.
Yeah, motoring.
Not this guy.
No, that guy. He's motoring.
The guy in the Clorox bottle
Towing the dinghy.
with a bimini.
Yeah.
I bet he doesn't have nearly as nice a barbecue as we have.
Yeah, that's a pretty fine barbecue there.
Hey, lunch was excellent. Do we still have burgers on the grill? We should probably cook those. I'm getting hungry. You hungry? All right, I'm gonna spark up the grill.
I didn't think we had burgers today. I thought we were down to dogs only.
No, we're doing burgers today.
Dogs only for today.
It's kind of coming.
Oh, so don't spark it.
Oh, we can cook and drive. We get plenty of people on board.
Hey, do you guys have a spot on the race course where you really like to be?
Any place we can see Seamus's antenna.
Would you
So
be
it's
okay
left.
being above the finish line rather than below the bottom? Or
Yeah,
would you
either
rather,
way. We were above the finish line
Where do
yesterday.
you prefer to be? If you wouldn't mind being close to the finish line, it would be good for...
For scoring, as long, yeah. Where do we think we're going?
We're not there yet.
But when we are,
There's a boat up at Riverbend.
Who went out there?
Chief umpire and Kerry Sullivan, the Regatta Sheriff meeting. Tide's high at 2:30, so probably sail there until about 4:30,
At Riverhead.
maybe 3:30.
so what happens in the next round? How many races are there?
Up to 19. Well, if we get everything, up to 19. But the next round, the priority, like if we're up against the sunset,
Yeah.
the priority is finals, which is
5 races.
hopefully best of 5, but it will get truncated to best of 3 if it has to.
So our goal is to get through 2 and then get through.
No, they won't stop this unless they they will go to sunset to finish this round.
To finish the next 2.
No, to get to the end of it. To get to the end of it. But after the next 2, it counts even if it doesn't, even if they don't get to it. Right now it doesn't count.
The day or the regatta or the round
This gold and silver round we're sailing
won't
right
count until.
Not if we don't
So
get
then,
to more races.
what if they get no more races? What happens then? Then
The results will revert back to that round robin.
from yesterday.
Yes.
Let's see if that's getting hot. No, went out. Doesn't like propaning your food. Uh-oh, what blew over?
Oh, it's just the rotation.
That's all.
What? Are we drifting? Okay. I can take care of that. We'll probably do more damage to them than they will to us.
Yeah, another smaller version.
And what happened?
Upgraded.
I think those boats look like they're pregnant.
Which boat? Those? Or Henry's? Henry's?
Susie, this is Beanie. Come back. Hey, Bean. Come on back. Hi, we just went and did a check. Sorry about that. We just went and did a check at Riverhead. The lowest we're seeing up here is about 3 knots and the highest about 5. Does it look raceable, and does it look like it's consistent for wide enough so we have a whole course? No, it's sketchy. I mean, it's a little bit sketchy because in the area that's got the widest area for a course, you have the least amount of breeze. Yeah, that won't really build itself quite yet. Yeah, sorry.
It's your fault, baby.
Yes, one other piece of information is it is starting to fill in across the harbor, which is, a good sign. Maybe it'll come out, back out towards you. You can only hope. My fingers are so crossed. Those two. Our Twitter followers are also praying for us.
Adrian, heads up.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Thank you.
Duffy's telling me this story about how some kid, tripping, stumbles into their room.
Can't hear you.
Hey, that's alright.
Susie, we got a report from Halfway Rock of 10 knots southeast.
Tried to call it and call it to the beds.
Okay.
Wow. What was that?
Thanks. Keep those reports coming. We're on hold here at the mouth of the harbor. Hey, you should get a nautic cloud. Get 4 knots right here.
Good way either. I think we probably should have a boat in far away places where we think we might set up.
Understood. Did you hear Peter McManus?
I did.
Okay.
Well, what was the message? I'd like to.
Rover boat, do you think you could go out to the Dell and look for wind for us?
The rover boat?
Rover boat, do you think you could go out and
Thank you very much.
look on the Dell and see if you see anything out there?
Of course.
Thank you so much.
What are they growing on the restaurant?
Charlie.
This is that.
I don't know. All kinds of phones are ringing. How do you answer your phone?
Sally, get all your.
Oh, is it you?
sorted out.
Yeah, I told Peter just keep on going to Boston and figure out.
Charlie, here's your phone. Your bride keeps calling.
So, awfully nice day to have to go to Boston, but you know, right? Wait, where did I put my phone?
I don't know.
I thought it was under my.
Are we just drifting? Is that what we're doing?
Oh.
Yeah. So those burgers still frying. They got halfway cooked before. You know what? Even if we don't eat it, it's just small.
Okay,
What the hell they're cooking over there?
well, we replied to the Alexanders that
Right.
there wasn't enough bandwidth.
Right?
They go, okay, thanks. Well, we're not going to buy it then.
Did you say there wasn't
And you
enough
can't put
bandwidth
an
to push
antenna on
video?
our-
No, she just goes, Mary A. here. Can we have the Wi-Fi password, please? And I replied, they say there's not something yet, but sorry. Okay, thanks. We're not going to buy it then. You told me to tell them not to do it.
They're funny. Well, they're not letting me on the bandwidth, Sally. So if Mary Alexander can't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
We've slowed down the video. Toasted bun, Charlie?
I thought I just saw. Hey, Andrew, it's Mom.
What do you got going on the street, Reggie?
Oh, I think We're out on
This
firewood,
week?
watching
I
right
got
now.
practice tomorrow. I got Tuesday off.
We need to get another 8 races
Then
in.
practice,
Yeah.
regattas next
We got
weekend.
192 done. No, it's
I don't know where I'm going next weekend. I kind of
No,
disconnected
yeah,
from
well,
right
that's
now.
just it. It's just kind of
Because
unseasonal.
you've been here.
Oh, I know where I'm
We're
going. I'm
having fun
going
with
to.
the Charleston kids. There's one more night at our
I'm
house.
going down by Coast Guard with
Yeah.
one of my girls for the women's single-handed
Yeah, you talked to him?
championship.
You talked to Nick or someone?
Down by Coast Guard.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Coast Guard Academy is on the
That's
Thames
nice.
River, and at the mouth of the river, it opens up to the Long Island Sound, so we sail this regatta.
Who's
So
going
is
to
it
say?
right?
I guess that's the thing that's in the works is that bring RVs, or rent RVs for coming, because there's no place to stay.
Signal, Rick.
Susie, come out.
Susie, it is better out here. It's, you kind of have to go out just past the bell, but, it's definitely
and then we got
sailable.
party at it. Tailgate.
Yeah, what's the direction?
Oh, nice.
170.
Good, glad to hear that. Then what happens homecoming weekend? The parents come, or is that just?
I have a, oh no, there I think.
Oh, that doesn't sound so good.
What are you seeing on Richmond?
Okay. Well, it's
And to signal, yeah, we're seeing a little bit of breeze, but if before there's any decent sailable breeze, you have to go another half mile beyond the valley. Maybe not quite that much.
Spend full day traveling. 9 hours.
Like it's moving down towards us?
Also, that was fun. So I it's fun to see it. So, firewood? I don't know. With priorities is still in the water too.
Look at Joey Shaw, it says.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna come home that weekend, that's like the 11th. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gone until Sunday.
Listen up a little breeze.
That'll be fine, yeah. I'll be gone. Minnesota. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Charlie, why don't you bring that camera down?
Wow. Huh. You didn't have to worry about your cirrhosis school.
We got through 184, right?
Yeah. But yesterday,
That's right.
Heather climbed up 14.
So gold is actually through 80%. Ah!
Yeah.
Rover to
Yeah.
signal.
Yeah. Well, they're having
To the right of the bell, I'm actually getting a wind from 20 to 30 degrees. There definitely are boats further
No,
offshore that are
184.
sailing in a,
We did not get to 185.
Right, we finished 184.
We finished 184.
Gold is done.
80%.
Yes.
Nice.
Couple waves here, Charlie.
Huh. Well, it's not illegal to take photos.
Oh, sorry.
But maybe they took it where they're not supposed to. All right, thanks for the call. Yeah, behave yourself.
Burgers.
Don't fill a lot of alcohol.
Ready for a burger?
Oh boy. Well, that's nice.
Burger in a bucket.
Well,
Bucket
I
and
wish we
burger.
had been there to get to know some of the parents.
Shirley, you want a burger?
I don't think so. Thank you at the time. Okay, thanks for the call. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Sally, are you burgerable?
How many you got?
Great.
I'll take a half, Toby, if anybody wants a split.
A half? awesome. So he's eating out. Otherwise,
How do you get the tax on?
Weeks.
it's too bad. You can't mow the lawn, walk the dog, do anything. You can't make a bed. It's really hard.
The burger like this.
You can eat the burger, you can drive the boat, you can do all that
Burnt the
kind of
burgers. I'll have my medium rare, please. Hold the onion. How many races you get off?
Well, we've gotten
Marcos, this is Signal. We are just going to go out to where we were this morning and have a look
22
around.
out of the 30
There
that
you
we're
are,
trying to do in this
folks.
round. We'll get some more wins. A little while.
It's early.
What's the time limit?
Signal, so as you move, are you moving towards the bell basically?
Is this Greg?
Yeah, that's correct.
This is Susie. The Signal boat, I'm going out towards the bell to have a look.
Just give no respect.
If there's a hedge in that direction, we should start backing up and moving. So you let us know
Burgers
when
there?
you start
You guys
to
want
think
them?
that
Yeah.
might be the most likely option.
You want to split one, Sally?
I would love a half, thank you.
How do you dress it?
Off your port, Kyle.
Thank you.
So if we set up
Gee, I
again,
couldn't swim with this.
if we set up again, will you anchor above the finish line?
Better be your picture too.
All right, we're moving out offshore again, looking for wind. Alan Block said the signal is good. The audio is questionable. I don't know if that's me or otherwise, or just because we've been sitting here. I said camera work's tough, but the camera work's tough because we don't have a gyro.
It's a hard job. I've never done it.
We're swimming on the dock.
Burger here. And a half.
Hi, Susan. I want to put the top on the grill. Should have been bang on. Top. Well, you just overpowered her. Streaming now? Time of day?
Good. Time of day.
Right here, yeah.
2:48.
Well, it's 2:48 in Marblehead. We don't know how long the stream has been going or how well it's been going, but we're just waiting for wind. We're moseying offshore a little bit, looking for it. We've had the barbecue going, had a round of burgers, but no sailing.
Hey. I'm Carol.
So, you know what I'm learning is that it's good to have visibility onto the console, the control room, the yacht, or at YouTube gives a stream status, so you know how well you're doing. And you know that's a minimum of traffic coming down. helps.
Greg, this is Susie.
Signal's nice.
Go ahead.
30 dB.
Yeah, I'm at the bell, and there's just nothing out here, and I don't see anything moving that seems to have any wind.
Okay, we'll just need to be patient.
Check that inversion. Not a lot of mixing going on the surface.
No. There's no sea breeze out there. We should head to Riverhead.
She said there wasn't enough room. She said
No, there
where
wasn't
they had
enough.
the-
There
where
wasn't
they had
enough
The most room was the least breeze.
at that point in time. Tide's high.
I mean, the inside on Riverhead.
Yeah.
We have no signal in there. We might be able to pick up CYC2, but I don't really support the stream.
Really big boat coming in. Straight ahead. Just to left the halfway rock.
Powerboat?
Yeah. Again, if you're watching the live stream, there's no wind in Marblehead right now. We're looking at temperature inversions well offshore and sailboats within 4 or 5 miles with no breeze. Stay tuned, or don't stay tuned, as the case may be. Go have lunch. Inversion.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have this in back. This is true.
Looking for wind.
How are we doing in the cookie department? We have any left?
We have half of a chocolate chip.
Let's split
Like
that.
it?
Yeah.
Sal, you want any of it before Charlie and I split it?
Grand, and I have a whole sandwich. Oh, wait. There's a quarter of a chocolate cookie.
I need more than one cookie.
Quarter of a chocolate cookie. You know it's
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a ham sandwich.
Judges, who's got cookies? Caitlin asked me this morning how the cookies were.
Oh, yeah? Is somebody staying at your house?
Oh, she's the baker.
Who is it again?
Caitlin Pingley.
Oh, yes, I do.
With all the
I don't know everybody. Well, it was the first time I ever had the chocolate, and it's pretty darn good if you want to take it out. Quarter of it's left, it's all yours. Well, thank you for sharing yours.
It's like a brownie.
out there.
Wow.
So I've never hauled my anchor over the bow before. I always haul it back here.
Oh yeah,
How is it up there?
makes sense. You'll probably see a few dings on the port side of your water
I
line.
just painted the boat. I painted it myself with a sprayer I bought at
Yes,
Home
I
Depot.
know.
Well, if you're watching this live stream, we continue to stream and will until the wind comes in or it gets dark, whichever comes first. We have boats that are going all over the bay looking for wind just to see what's going on, but it's not looking promising. A very odd weather window that we've had this weekend. We've been sailing in shorts, t-shirts, etc., and breezes that have ranged anywhere from 0 to 9 knots was the maximum breeze that we've seen. Very rare late September for it to be mid-70s and 80s on the water. Almost 90 degrees inland 2 or 3 miles yesterday. But no cumulus clouds rising over the land, which would indicate a sea breeze is imminent. We have no clouds at all, just high thin cirrus.
Came up to Tom Moore's Rock. No fog, but anybody want a burger? Couple of dogs? Yeah, right. Not too far to go. It's just like, you know. And Greg thinks we finished gold. And all we have to do is get the silver races.
So we finished gold. We got 80% of gold in.
Yeah. No, like this club.
What the heck is going on over there?
Night Sox having a party.
Hey, these kids are sailing.
Elizabeth. They're just scattering some of that. The bottom of that river is disgusting.
Back of the dinghy.
Oh my god, I'm glad that 5 passengers today, right?
Danvers.
The river. Up the river with you.
This is how we get so many hours on the engine on this boat. All right, we gotta move because these waves.
This is no good. Oh, the ketchup's gonna go.
It's the radio I'm more concerned.
Don't use the ketchup.
It's Greg's radio.
Grab the ketchup with that face.
You say that these dogs and burger are secure?
I'd say they are fish food.
No.